The center diff has been welded, and I'm just showing everyone what's kind of going on here. If you look here, this shaft goes into the, well, this spline. Let's take this apart real quick, right? So here's the side gear. Right there would be the side gear of the center diff. This would be all the spider gears of the center diff, right? And there's the other side gear of the center diff, right? So what the side gear of the center diff on one side is the actual front diff. Like this is the front differential. Okay, so the housing of the front diff is the side gear of the center diff, right? Side gear, center diff, 100% connected. The housing, so there doesn't have to be a shaft to the front diff or anything. It's just a little one unit, right? So then you have this spline here in the middle, right? And this spline fits in. So this is the, right? That is the front, the connection to the front of the viscous coupling. So that's how the viscous coupling connects the front wheels, right? And then you have this castle nut. They're not cal, but this like spline, right? And which is like this kind of thing. That's what that is, right? And that slides on here. It's basically like that. And then the other end, so here's the other end, which this would be the side gear, and that goes into here, and that connects to the rear wheels. And that's how the viscous coupling, so that's the rear wheels. Then that shaft goes through the center, that's what this shaft would be connected to the other thing, and that would go in. So we took this shaft right here, and we cut it, and we welded it, essentially connecting this side gear to this side gear. So these two side gears are essentially connected by splines, right? So that alone would be welding the center diff. And on top of it, we did the spider gears and welded all this. So it's like double welded. So you lay this in here, and you lay that there. Well, I gotta get it to a spline where or a spot where maybe it's gotta go this way. There. So you got like that, and that, and there it is, see? So it's welded by the splines, by this, and by these side gears are welded, essentially. So let's go further, hold on. So like I said, we cut the shaft and welded here. On the inside, we welded all in there, you can see that. And then on top of it, my friend made plates that fit in here and then welded all that. So now, this viscous coupling is doing absolutely nothing. And this goes inside of this viscous coupling housing. So as you can see, the viscous coupling spins entirely separate of the transfer case gear. Right? See that? So then this collar locks the there you go. So now the viscous coupling outer unit and this gear spin together, and then when you do that selector, it pulls it back, and now it's not connected, and that's how you disconnect the rear wheels. But since I have it where it's locked all together and the spline's not even going into that. I just need it where this spline, the bigger spline here, is going into, oh here, let me pull this apart. I could literally take this out, let it do nothing, put this here, have it go onto this, so that's, right? And then here's for my center diff, have it go into this spline and it'll spin that. And I can have it run without the viscous coupling even in there. And lose all this weight of whatever this is, 20 pounds or something. But you can see that this is my uprated viscous coupling, because you see that weld right there, that's not supposed to be there. They actually opened it up, cleaned it out, put in new viscous, or re-welded it, and then they added this hole with an Allen plug where they can access it and put better fluid in there. So yeah. So this is my uprated one. But yeah, I'm probably just going to put it together with nothing in there, because it really, I don't need it. So, but that's my new welded center diff, so you guys can see how I did it. Like I said, and then that spline goes in there. It's got to go different spots, not lining up. There it is. Now it lines up. That's it. So I can put that all together. But yeah, there's a transfer case and everything apart. So I gotta start putting this back together, and I'll get my trans back together. This is just a spare ST205 transfer case, which is why it looks different, because this has the thing for the shift fork that slides this on it. Whoops, goes this direction. Slides this on and off, where this is a 205 and you can't select it.